Greetings and welcome back to another episode of Man Cave Meals. Today is Saturday, April the 28th, and we're going to have a little bit of a treat tonight. I get a lot of inspiration for my cooking from watching other cooks on YouTube who do a lot of really cool things, and one that I've come across lately that I really like is Chef Ron Locke. Also known as the Chuck Wagon Cowboy, and if you search for him on YouTube you will definitely find his videos. He recently posted a macaroni and cheese with ham recipe that I thought looked really good, and it's kind of inspired me here to try stepping my own macaroni and cheese up a little bit. So that's what we're going to do today. Based on his recipe, I've made some changes to it, and I'll tell you what we're doing as we go. The first thing I've done is I have cooked. I started out with 2 cups of uncooked elbow macaroni, and I cooked that per the instructions on the box. We've got a half a stick of melted butter that we're going to pour in there, and then we're going to mix that in really well. Just stir that up. Next we have 1 1/4 cups of milk. I'm going to put that right in. And then we've got 2 large beaten eggs. We're going to pour that in. And stir that up really good. And next we have about 2 1/2 or 3 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to dump all that in. Give it a good mix. And our next ingredient, we're going to deviate a little bit from the Chuck Wagon Cowboy. He used a cup of diced ham, and I'm going to spice that up just a little bit with a cup of diced chorizo. I'm going to dump that in, mix it in. It's also going to add some nice color to our recipe here. And you know how we like chipotle in the man cave, so I've got about a half a teaspoon of dried chipotle powder that we're going to mix in there to spice this up even a little more. Okay, now we are going to put that in our casserole dish. I've got a lightly greased casserole dish here, so we're gonna transfer our macaroni and cheese to this dish. And spread it out nice and even. Let me fix that where we can see a little better. There we go. I've got a nice stoneware casserole dish here that I like to use. And then we're going to put about another cup or so of cheese on top of this. We're not shy with cheese in the man cave. Not at all. Just a nice coating of shredded cheddar right on top. And we're also going to make one additional ingredient that varies from the old Chuck Wagon's recipe, we're going to shake some grated parmesan right on top of this. Parmesan cheese always brings another depth of flavor to anything you're using, anything you're cooking that's got cheese in it. Okay, now that's ready to go. That's ready to cook. And the original recipe that I found on this with Chef Locke, this goes in an oven that's been preheated to 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. And then for the remaining 10 minutes, you ramp up to 400 degrees to finish it off. So here we're going to vary once again from that, and I'll show you what we're going to do next momentarily. Okay, everybody knows it just wouldn't be much of a man cave meal if we didn't cook it on the grill. I've got my acorn kamado set up here for indirect cooking, indirect heat. I've got hardwood lump charcoal going in there with a little bit of apple wood, and I've brought it up to 350 degrees. So we're going to cook this guy down for 30 minutes and then raise the temperature up and finish it off. So we'll be back shortly to have a look. Okay, we're about 25 minutes in, and here's what we're looking at so far. So we're going to ramp the temp up a little bit and finish this guy off. Man, that's smelling real good too. We'll be back in just a little bit and see what it looks like done. Okay folks, our time is up and we're talking about done. It's looking good. So we're going to take this bad boy off the grill, take it inside, let it cool for a few minutes, and we'll be back to do the old Chuck Wagon cowboy test on it, see if it's any good or not. Be right back. Okay folks, it's time. We're gonna dig into this and see if it's worth a darn. It sure does smell good, and we're going to see if we can at least have a little bit of a man cave meal out of this. Make a little one dish meal out of it. It's all staying together really nice there. Oh man, it smells even better when you cut into it. It's amazing what you can learn online. Let's get a little piece of that chorizo in there and have a taste. I guess this mac and cheese is definitely going to be worthy of a good old Chuck Wagon cowboy. Yeehaw! So, man, that's good. I gotta shut down so I can go eat. We'll catch y'all later.